Yeah, it should be a fun one. I mean, obviously, Matthew's here for a long time, and he's a great teammate to have. And I've known Chucky for since I've been like 7 or 8 years old. So it'll be cool for him to come back to the building and play in front of the crowd again. And I'm looking forward to having a competitive game and a lot of emotion.
What do you think? I mean, you played with him, you were teammate with him. You saw the work he did in the community. What do you kind of feel like his
Yeah,
legacy is?
he was a big part of it here, and obviously, he did a lot of work with the Children's Hospital, and I mean, I know he loved Calgary, and for me, he was kind of someone that kind of introduced me to the city when I first came here, made me comfortable in the organization. So, it's obviously I'm happy for him and hope he's doing well, but it'll be fun to compete against him tomorrow night.
What's your favorite memory of Kachuk as a Flame?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, I think just obviously the way he played and his style. He's a skilled guy, but he also had a lot of grit and brought a lot of passion to each game, and that's probably like the general consensus of how everyone feels about him. So, but yeah, no, I'm just hope he's doing well, and yeah, see him tomorrow.
You said competitive game. Does that mean you put in a little more effort to finish the check?
Yeah, it's good to compete against him. I mean, he has. Like us all, with this job, there's no friends on the ice, and Matthew definitely gets that as well. When you play him, he's going to still try to run you and get those hits on you. So we just got to give it back to him, and it should be a lot of fun to see him back in this building.
No, but what about where your group is at right now? I mean, we just kind of talked about close games, and I know you guys have played in a lot of them, but just kind of at the quarter mark here, where you see your group is at with a 5-game homestand.
Yeah, I mean, this is a huge homestand for us, and I think just having a lot of new faces and some big new names coming in. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time just to adapt and get used to playing with each other, and I think we're heading in the right direction. And obviously that last game in Carolina, was a real tight, hard-fought game, and we wish we could have got those 2 points, but. It's good to be in those tight games and deal with some adversity earlier in the year. I think it's going to help us a lot in the long run.
It seems like the edge has been razor thin, and it's kind of been really close to tilting your way different times than it hasn't. How close do you think the group is to getting some wins in those games?
Yeah, I mean, we're close for sure. We definitely are having opportunities. I think there's certain areas we can clean up at and get better at, but that'll happen. I mean, I think we all know what we got to do to be better and just play fast hockey and kind of play to our identity. When we do that, we always generate chances and we have opportunities. So it's just about sticking to that and being consistent with that style of hockey, and that's what we're trying to do right now.
Can you describe how close this year's D-core has been? I know you guys have been incorporating McKenzie into the fold. What's it been like with you guys this year?
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, we have a mobile back end for sure, and I think most guys are comfortable playing with each other. There's been a lot of switching, this year due to losing guys like Stoney to injury and stuff. So, but we're all comfortable in that position to play with different guys, and obviously adding someone like McKenzie who can really skate and move his feet well. He's a mobile defenseman, brings that asset to our team. So it's been great to have him as well.
Any thoughts on how Rasmus has been playing to this year? We know he's kind of established himself as a secret weapon on the shootout, but just any general thoughts on how he's played this year?
Yeah, he's great. I mean, I think this is my 3rd year playing with Razzie, and he's just a real easy guy to play with. He's super smart, moves the puck very well, and he has good offensive instincts. So, I'm happy to see him. He's playing really good hockey this year, and we got to continue to have that from him.
Did you know he could perform well in the shootout like he's done so far?
Yeah, we've seen him in shootouts in practice at times. He's got a lot of skill, good hands, and he's very poised the way he plays, and I think he shows that in the shootouts.
Does anyone else that we wouldn't think of have any good shootout moves?
Yeah, I think there's a couple guys. I don't want to give away any secrets, but yeah, there's a few guys. So.
Are you one of them?
No, not too much probably. I'm comfortable. I've only gone like once or twice in shootouts before, so
Okay.
I'm not really like a go-to guy in shootouts, but it's always fun.
Do you feel like your game has continued to trend? You certainly had a little bit more production. I don't always judge it that way, but are you feeling more comfortable on that side of things?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I think for me, it's always been about just skating. When I get my feet going and move my legs, I feel I play good hockey, and when I don't move my feet, it's not as good. So it's just about being consistent with that and making sure I'm getting up in the play, creating offense, and playing good D and checking and being reliable in those big minutes. So that's just something I'm focusing on right now.
The only other one I would have for you is, in order to create more, because a lot of offense obviously gets created from your end rather than the other. Do you guys need to be a little bit more connected coming through the middle of the ice to get some more opportunities going?
Yeah, I mean, I think just in the D zone and neutral zone, we want to be quick as defensemen, and we want to break the puck so fast, and in the neutral zone, we want to move it quick, and when we do that, we play with pace, you get more time in the O zone, and that's where your offense comes from. So it's as weird as it sounds, it does usually start from behind your net and build its way up.